From cybersecurity breaches to supply chain breakdowns, business disruptions are often traced to vendors, suppliers, contractors, and other third parties. Vendor risk assessments not only enable your organization to proactively identify and mitigate third-party risks, but also be better prepared for when incidents do occur. Well-managed assessments can also strengthen vendor relationships, demonstrate proper due diligence to regulators, and shed light on best practice security controls. Assessments are typically conducted at various stages in the vendor management lifecycle. During sourcing and selection to identify and shortlist low-risk vendors. During onboarding to gauge inherent risk before granting access to critical systems and data. On a periodic basis to check SLAs, evaluate contract adherence, or satisfy audit requirements. When a vendor relationship ends, to ensure that system access is terminated and that data has been protected or destroyed according to regulations. Or during incident response, to determine the potential scope and impact of security breaches. Assessments are usually based on questionnaires that require vendors to share information about their security and privacy controls. They can also be used to gather other information about the business, such as relevant financial and operational data, or company policies concerning environmental, social, and governance issues. Risks identified during the assessment process are usually scored according to impact, likelihood, and other factors. Results can also be mapped to key requirements in compliance and security frameworks, such as ISO, NIST, or SOC 2. Assessments can be custom-built, but most third-party risk management programs leverage standardized questionnaires, such as the Shared Assessment Standard Information Gathering Questionnaires, industry-specific questionnaires like from HISAC, frameworks like ISO or NIST, or questionnaires like the Prevalent Compliance Framework, which maps responses to several regulations and industry guidelines. One mistake that many companies make when launching an assessment program is relying on a combination of email and spreadsheets to get the job done. Unless you only work with a handful of vendors, this manual approach to assessments can be a nightmare for both auditors and vendors, while delivering little in the way of useful data. If you're looking to launch an assessment program, a great place to start is by subscribing to a vendor intelligence network, which offers access to a library of vendor risk reports based on standardized assessment data. Then, for increased customization and control, consider an automated vendor risk assessment solution that enables you to conduct and manage your own assessment initiatives. Or if you prefer a more hands-off approach, a managed service provider can conduct assessments on your behalf. Finally, whichever approach you take, be sure to complement it with a continuous monitoring solution to validate responses and catch any cyber, business, or reputational risks that arise between your periodic vendor assessments. Ready to get started? Learn more about our solutions for vendor risk assessment and monitoring at prevalent.net.